The Yankees might get Justin Verlander, and that would be the biggest steal that they can do this offseason against the Houston Astros, and that would be huge. On top of that, the Yankees are considering possibly, if you read between the lines, possibly trading away Gleyber Torres, which is something that I feel like they definitely should do. And let's talk about it. If you remember back in the day, the Yankees would always do the same thing. They would see a Boston Red Sox player succeed, possibly help the Red Sox beat the Yankees, and eventually you would find that Boston Red Sox turn into a Yankee, fully shaved. You think of Johnny Damon, Jacoby Ellsbury, usually later on in their career or just right after when they became a free agent. And that was one of the ways that Cashman, decided to do in order to actually take away some of that fire that the Red Sox had, and also use the advantage that the Yankees have, which is more money and being able to give those huge contracts. It definitely helped us in 2009 to win it. Could Brian Cashman start doing the same thing against the Astros and maybe start taking away some of these guys that they have? I know that they could just pull another Carlos Correa type of deal where they just grab their, one of their guys in the minor leagues, develop them, and then there you go. You got someone that's possibly even better than Carlos Correa, which is Jeremy Pena. That's what the Houston Astros did. But it's forcing Houston Astros to do moves like that could cause something in the future. You have a matchup where the Yankees have Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander, and Nasty Nestor as your starting three going into the playoffs. That sounds a lot better compared to just having Tyone, no offense to him, having Herman. I mean, are you kidding me? We need another solid pitcher in that rotation to help us. Someone with experience. And Justin Verlander is just that. Obviously, I feel like he will just end up staying with Houston. He loves Houston. He loves all that stuff. So it's going to be very hard to see him move on. But money talks, and that could possibly be the main difference. Who knows if Houston wants to match whatever offer they're going to be getting, but Justin Verlander is going to be getting a bunch of attention from many teams, and for good reason. He's going to win the Cy Young. He went 18-4. He had a ERA under 2, and the guy pitched like around 28 games. The guy's solid. Even though he's going to be 40 going into next season, he wants to pitch till he's 45. And so this is a guy that knows how to win, even though his playoff numbers, at least in the World Series, weren't the best, and then he finally got a win. But besides that, within the season, he will help you get there. And then in the playoffs, sometimes it's a roll of the die. But at the end of the day, you would rather have a Justin Verlander there than, whichever random starting pitcher that the Yankees will have going forward. So could the Yankees give him a better offer than 2 years, $50 million that basically the Astros offered? Possibly. You're talking about Justin Verlander pushing aside a guaranteed $25 million and saying, hey, I think I can make a lot more than $25 million and a better contract. And so that's going to push the Astros to actually go out there and give him a better contract. But the Yankees were in on him last offseason, supposedly, and they got beat by the Astros. Why not show the Astros who the Yankees really are and actually take this guy away from them? Why not? Just do it. We need someone like that. Why not take away one of their arms and have them use one of their other guys? Just do it. Why not? And I see the Yankees getting a Justin Verlander as one of the main things that they got to do this offseason to make a statement that they're not messing around, that they really want to win, and they're going to find whatever way they can in order to beat the Houston Astros. Rumors are going to start moving around even more, especially now that the Yankees are a target because they have all the best infield prospects. And on top of that, we have Gleyber Torres, which is someone that had a bounce back year and someone that a lot of teams could potentially use. The guy hit around 270. He had like 24 home runs. He did really, really well last season compared to his numbers the previous season, which was like 9 home runs or something really low. And if we would have traded him back then, we would have gotten nothing. And so it's smart that we kept him, let him bounce back. But I don't think the Yankees are looking to keep him. I really don't think. When Brian Cashman was asked like, hey, well, is he your long-term second baseman? He just said, yeah, he's our second baseman. But I would say in this type of industry, no one is basically secure. No one is, unless you're a Garrett Cole or a Giancarlo Stanton with a massive contract. Those contracts usually don't get moved or traded on. So you're secure, yes, in that position. But second baseman, not really so secure because he's not on a long contract. That just tells me right there that he's listening to offers for Gleyber Torres. And he might just end up going on a different team. And I prefer that. I don't really like Gleyber Torres when he bats, when he's up there. I get nervous because I know he's not going to perform, and then we're going to end up getting that third out when it's bases loaded, when it's two runners in scoring position, whatever the case may be. Just Gleyber Torres really, really seems unbalanced when he's up there, falling on over every single time, and it gets really annoying to see. So I'm looking forward to hopefully Brian Cashman making a deal that could possibly send Gleyber Torres for more support, maybe in the pitching department when it comes to prospects, or who knows whatever deal Brian Cashman could make. But hopefully Gleyber Torres gets sent away, but with a really good purpose, that we get some good, solid players in return that will help us next season. And not only that, maybe it's not even Gleyber. It could be Peraza, it could be Volpe, it could be any of these infield prospects that the Yankees have plenty of. And they could get moved this offseason. And so we're going to have to check and see what Brian Cashman is going to end up doing. But it will be interesting to see what exactly Brian Cashman does or decides to do, because he's playing with the future of the Yankees when it comes to the prospects. And I doubt he will move Volpe. I doubt he will move some of these other guys like Dominguez or any of those guys. I think he will definitely have the temptation to trade Peraza. I don't know about Cabrera, but he could be on the line too. You never know. But the Yankees are getting tons of offers, it seems like, for their infielders. And it will be interesting to see what Brian Cashman ends up doing when it comes to that. All we know right now is that there might be some interest in the Yankees to go and get a Justin Verlander, which I really do hope they go out there and do and make a statement that this is their advantage. They can spend the money. Houston Astros do not want to spend the money. Make the statement, get the player, have him perform, have him beat his former team. Go out there, get other players that can do the same thing, that know how the Houston Astros work, such as Carlos Correa, but that's a whole different topic. And then go out there, trade a Gleyber Torres. Trade maybe some of these prospects that aren't going to hurt you in the future, and let's make a deal. Let's do something different. But I say yes to getting Justin Verlander, pay him more than $25 million, maybe on a short contract. Obviously, you don't want a 4-year contract with a 40-year-old. But let's get a 2-year contract, guarantee him a good amount of money, and let's get him on over. Let's do it. Let me know what you guys think, though. I'm really curious to see if you guys would be willing to pay a Cy Young pitcher that's going into his 40s that made $25 million last season and will be demanding more than $25 million this offseason. Would you do that? And would you trade Gleyber Torres, a guy that had a bounce back year, but I don't know, the guy always looks like he's falling over. I don't know, maybe it just works for him. But at the end of the day, for me, get Justin Verlander and trade Gleyber Torres now.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.